Hey folks, okay, this is an announcement for a live stream that I'm going to be recording with Daz Tactic and Lucid Tactics tomorrow on January the 16th at, it's going to be 10 p.m. GMT. I think that's going to work out at 5 p.m. Eastern Time, and if you're in Australia where Daz is, it's going to be about 8 in the morning. I feel sorry for you Aussies, man. So we're going to be playing a Disciples game, and it's going to be an interesting one because we've decided to show off the mounts feature. This is like a new feature that they've added, that Illwinter have added to Dominion 6, amongst many of the other features, right? And it looks like a small kind of thing to do, but I think it was a lot of work, and it is a really, really cool new feature. So we're going to be playing a Disciples game. Lucid Tactics is going to be he's going to be the Pretender, and Daz and I are both going to play Disciples. Now, we're going to be playing in the Middle Age, and we thought we'd pick some nations that have some interesting mounts, okay? So Lucid is going to be playing as Marignon, and Marignon has these really cool Knights of the Chalice. So as you can see, the mounts have all been separated out now, like statistically and in the game, from the riders. This is a really cool new feature. Not only is it more sort of immersion, you know, it's really immersive when the knight can get struck in combat and he can die, and the horse can run off, or the knights can have their horses killed from underneath them, and they've, you know, so the horses have got their own statistics. But look, the horse is also sacred. This is a cool thing. So the horses can take a bless as well, and this is going to come into what we're going to be doing. So Lucy's going to be playing Marignon. Daz is going to be playing as Machaka. And Machaka have the Black Hunter. This is their sacred unit. It's a big spider. This guy has had a really nice sprite update that literally just came in today. So this is really lovely looking model now, like a lovely looking graphic. It used to be a bit blurry. Now they've just upscaled it or something. It just looks really good. And yeah, this thing spits out webs. Okay, so it fires webs. It's got venomous fangs. Go and check Lucy's video. He will discuss to you. He'll tell you how natural attacks on certain creatures have now got a fatigue cost rather than a number of ammo, which is really interesting. I'm not going to go through that. Lucy covered it pretty well. So this is the Black Hunter. So Daz is going to be using these guys. They've also got the Spider Knight, which is awesome as well. These are just really cool. And then they've got the Spider Rider. Okay, and I'm going to be playing Bandar Log. I really like the monkey nations. Bandar Log are pretty fun, and I've never really played them before, so I thought it would be fun to play them in a multiplayer game, in a co-op comp-stomp. Just so you know, by the way, we're going to be playing Dominion. We're going to be playing Disciples against the CPU. Okay, so it's going to be against the computer. So we get the Elephant Rider, and you'll see that we've actually got 4 entities now. We've got the Elephant Rider himself. He's a Vanara, or Atavi, sorry. Then we've got 2 Atavi archers, and then we've got the War Elephant. So, so this is going to be... These are kind of difficult... Well, they're kind of difficult to use, but you can do some really cool stuff with them with magic. Like, do you want a flying Elephant Rider? you got it. We've also got the Tiger Rider, and the Tiger Rider is and it's a white one. It's a Vanara white one, so kind of the sacred class. And he's riding a tiger. They're given tigers to ride when they're training, and the tigers they've now got barding, so they've got this wonderful cat barding, because they need to be kind of survivable, otherwise they're just going to keep getting killed off their mounts. Now, the trick to this build that we're going with is that Lucid has built a Pretender, and I'm going to encourage you to go and check out Lucid's Tactics channel to go and check out his Pretender, and also go and check Daz's video when that's up as well. I'm actually recording this for the second time because there was a bit of a video recording error. Lucid's video is already up. Mine will be up very shortly, and Daz's probably be up a little bit later on, I think. So yeah, but you'll be able to see the bless that we've got. But the main thing is we've got vampiric weapons. Okay, so my sacred Tiger Riders, not only the rider but also the tiger is also sacred. These guys are going to be regenerating every time they hit a living troop. What that means is if they don't kill a troop, but they hit a troop and do damage, it's going to apply 3 armor negating damage extra on top of this damage here, and that damage then, that damage actually then replenishes the hit points. So this thing, providing it doesn't kill anything, it doesn't kill with the blow that it's striking with, it's going to be sucking up 6 hit points every time it hits something, or with 3 hit points for each attack. And the same with the Tiger Rider. He's going to be, with his falchion attack, he's going to be doing 22 points of damage. 3 points of those are going to regenerate his hit points. So these things are going to be quite survivable. We've also got a Bless that gives us more strength, and they're going to level up faster because they've got heroism. So yeah, go and check out Lucid's video. Bandar Log are really, really cool. I love this. I love the Monkey Nations. I've never really played with these guys in Middle Age, and I don't think I've played them in Late Age either. No. So I'm quite familiar with Kailasa and with Lanka, who are both Early Age nations and kind of like bitterly opposed to one another, with very, very different spell sets and summons. But Bandar Log are an astral nation, mostly astral in nature. So we get really, really good astral mages, and we can get some good nature mages with the Rishi here as well. We've got yogis as well. These are, oh no, that's the Guru. Where's the yogi? Here's the yogi. These guys are really good. 32 gold for level 1 astral mage, and their research ability is just, these are good researchers basically, especially if you've got them in magic scales. I think they're quite efficient. They are 2 recruitment points, so they're not efficient to create, but yeah, they're pretty good. Now, I think Reincarnation's had a change as well. I'm not quite sure about this one. Yeah, the value indicates the maximum chance possible of a successful reincarnation. So these guys can get reincarnated. Now, originally it was that if they killed anything or did anything bad, they'd get reincarnated as like a lower animal of some kind. But if they didn't do that, if they didn't kill things, then they would get reincarnated back into, into white ones and stuff. But I don't know how that works anymore. I'm excited to hear about it. I'm going to turn this music down just a touch. Okay, so I'm going to be playing Bandar Log, and let's pick a pretender for it. So the way the disciples work is that Lucid will be picking all the scales. He's picked a typical Lucid tactic scales. He's kind of trashed some of the scales. So we're going to have Misfortune 2, we're going to have Turmoil 1, and we're going to be in Drain scales as well. However, we will have a couple of points into productivity, and we're going to have 7 Dominion. I think that's it. So actually, it's not the worst scales that I've ever seen. I think for this guy, we're going to, because we've got loads of tigers, we're going to have a golden lion here, and the golden lion, he's a big boy and very, very strong. He's invulnerable up to 25 hit points. Up to 25 damage. He's very, very hard to kill. He's also got slash resistance and pierce resistance. So really, to get a reliable hit on him without a magic weapon, you're going to have to hit him with a very, very big hammer, or a big tree, or something like that. You're going to have to hit him very, very hard with a blunt weapon. Otherwise, they're going to struggle getting through this. He just have a tendency to get surrounded, unfortunately, so his defense skill is going to go down quite significantly. His bite attack gives him -1 defense as well, because he's reaching in with his big head. But yeah, he's difficult to hit. Sorry, he's difficult to hurt. 152 hit points. He's got 13 protection, and he's got pretty high magic resistance. He's a pretender. He's suitably attired. Let's give him some magic. We're going to give him some fire magic. I don't know how long the game's going to go on for, but I think what we're going to do is we're going to give him... Yeah, this looks about right to me. So, 4 fire. I'd like to be able to get that up to 5, because then we can do the really big fire spells later on. But 4 is enough. 3 will enable him to buff his troops, like, to do some fire nature buffs, which I don't think we get on this nation. Yeah, we do get a little bit of earth. It's not a lot, but then again, we can boost it. Now I think about it, actually, maybe we just give him just enough nature. Yeah, I might do that, because I was thinking to give him some nature magic so we could use him as a buffer, but that's kind of a waste to have a great big lion, big monstrous lion kind of standing there fluffing troops. So what I'll do is I'll give him enough nature magic so that we can get him doing personal regen, because personal regen, unless they've got magic weapons, it's just going to... He's going to have, like, every one of his attacks, providing he's not killing something with the attack, is going to be drawing in 3 hit points, right? So potentially 9 hit points per turn, assuming he's hitting. And he's got attack skill 15, plus it's going to be boosted up to 17, I think, with the bless that we've got. So attack skill 17, he's going to level up. I can't remember if Pretender's level up, actually. I assume he does. I forget now, actually, but he's probably going to be leveling up too, so getting the abilities of, he's going to be getting the level of buffs that you get for defense, attack, and morale, and all that stuff. So he's going to be landing a lot of hits is what I'm trying to say. He's going to be good for taking down big stuff, and he's going to keep himself alive, especially if he's regenerating. So I'd also like to get him... Let's go into the spells. We'll go to Alteration and Earth. One in Earth magic is enough to give him... Ooh. Okay, so he can get... we can get a Temper Flesh to protect him against blood damage. There's also personal Iron Skin. So this is going to grant him 13 natural protection, which he's already got, I think. But we can give him even more. Now, Iron Skin might be of dubious value. However, if he gets attacked with magic weapons, I forget whether Iron Skin... actually, that's a good point. I do need to check this, folks. Does Iron Skin actually protect against magical damage? It doesn't say it doesn't. So... I think it might be, yeah. So it grants natural protection. It just increases your natural protection. Actually, it actually gives you plus 5 now. It used to be plus 3, I think, if you already had your maximum of 20. Okay, so it grants plus 13. Okay. Now it's got a maximum of 20. That's interesting. So yeah, a lot of these spells have been changed, by the way, to kind of, because some of them are very, very difficult to, to defeat. Like if you put Iron Skin on some very, very, like for example, if you put Iron Skin on this thing before, it would have gone up to 20, I guess. Now you could, if it's a non-magic attack, it's going to pick this invulnerability first. But a magic attack, I think, will still have to get, it would then have to get through 20 protection. So yeah, kind of, it might be worth it. Part of me thinks, well, I'm not even going to bother. Maybe we just go higher into nature. Mind you, then we got 20 points left over, and we can't easily use, like we could get another Dominion Candle or something like that. Yeah, I don't think there's any spells that are at 7 that are actually really worth Well, there are good spells at 7. 6. Are we 6? Yeah, 6. Okay, so 5 we can cast the King of Elemental Fire. That's going to do us. Oh, we could do the Kindly ones as well. It's global enchantment. Not the best global enchantment, I don't think, that one. I don't remember ever actually using it. Let's have a look what else we can get with this. All-consuming Pyre. Okay, that sounds really, really cool. The caster erupts in a pyre of white-hot flames, incinerating everyone and everything in a large area around him. Armor offers little protection against flames. So that's 20 armor-piercing fire damage and magical fire damage. The spell will consume the caster if he's unprotected. That sounds absolutely brilliant. So yeah, I don't think we really need any more than 5, really. Yeah, most of the battle spells are going to be 5, I think. And having a little bit, mind you, we've already got, I was going to say having a little bit of nature, earth magic might be useful. We could make him flying. Actually, can we get... Interesting. Let's just get to air magic. No, it's going to be enchantment. Personal flight is 1. Yeah, so... I mean, we could give him an air magic instead and keep him low. Now, we don't get fire magic with these guys. So having big fire. However, Lucid's got... Lucid's a fire nation, and... I forget if... I can't remember if Machaka have got fire. I want to say no. Oh, no, they have, because they've got the... yeah, of course they have. At least in the early age, they've got fire, because they've got the Lion Queens, Lion Kings. I'm just thinking how I can like personally buff this guy up. It could be quite funny. Obviously we're going to have to take a bit of an excursion down the magic paths into enchantment. It's only level 2. We are going to be in drain scales, however. That's not going to be the greatest thing. Alteration is going to give us charge body air shield. Yeah, not that useful. Mist form would be useful. Personal mist form would be very, very useful. The problem is we don't have the pass for it. Yeah, interesting stuff. Yeah, look, we can't quite get 5. So we're kind of trading off, like being able to just being better at being a super combatant for actually some of the bigger spells that we'd be able to pull off later in the game. Now, I say again, I'm not quite sure how long this is we're going to last for. do we have air on this nature? No, we don't. So having actually fire and air on him is actually not a bad idea anyway. And think about fire. By the way, this is funny because I deliberately picked this pretender before so I wouldn't have to spend ages doing this on the stream, on the video. But now I'm looking at it, I'm kind of like, oh, maybe I should change him. Wind guide. Wind guide wouldn't be a terrible spell to cast on Bandar Log. Yeah, levitate soldiers, tree shot warriors. Or Mataji, what do we get? Not a lot here. Not a blood mage, obviously. Yeah, so he can actually do air elementals with air 3. Yeah, I think I'm going to switch it to this. We've already got air. We've already got nature magic. This is going to, sorry, earth magic. This is going to kind of open us up to fire and earth magic a little bit more. There is a little tiny piece of battle mode with like fire 5, but I guess we could empower him. We've already got nature. Let's go with that. All right, guys. And we're going to call this guy. I'm a tiger. I'm a tiger. Hold on a minute. There we go. There's our old tiger. See that guy. Yeah, I'm a tiger, the golden lion. I think that's a suitably silly Dominion's name. Okay, so there we go. There's our pretender. Fire 4, air 3, nature 2. And he's got a little bit of research. This guy is basically going to be bounding into battle, surrounded by his tiger friends. And then yeah, that's going to be it. So I think we're going to be expanding pretty quickly with him, providing we can avoid him getting any afflictions, which could be difficult to deal with. Anyway, guys, so the live stream is going to be tomorrow at it's going to be 5 p.m. ET. Eastern time. That will be 10 o'clock at night. So yeah, 10 p.m. GMT or UTC, whatever you want to call that. And yeah, in the morning, Daz's time, it's going to be about 8 p.m. in the morning for Aussies. So I hope you guys can make it. It is a little bit late for Europeans, I guess, at 10 o'clock. But I hope as many of you can make it as possible. And it's going to be fun. We're probably going to play for about 4 hours. That's about my limit. I think Daz was saying that's about his limit too. So I think it might be less, it might be 3, something like that. And we'll try and get as much done as we can. We're also going to be answering questions, and the format is we'll all do it on our own respective channels. So come and hang out on whatever channel you want to come and hang out. Okay. So it doesn't matter where you are. We just want to get as many people watching as possible because we really want to get eyes on Dominion 6. It is such a fantastic game, and it's such a big improvement over Dominion's 5. By the way, I've been delighted with the feedback that I've been getting for Dominion 6. Like, people just seem really excited for it for the most part. And people have been happy with the series that I've been putting out as well. So thank you if you're watching that. I really appreciate it. When I don't need this sort of thing, but if when I wake up in the morning or in the afternoon sometimes, because I'm one of those guys, I have to work later as well. So sometimes I wake up in the morning and I've got I look at YouTube Studio, and when the message indicator is just lit up and I'm reading through all these messages from people who are watching the series and enjoying it, it just makes me so happy. It's such a buzz. And I understand why YouTubers get addicted to this shit now, because it's quite addictive. But seriously, I'm so pleased, and I'm glad that everyone's enjoying it. Or for the most part, everyone seems to be enjoying it. So come and check out this live stream tomorrow. It's going to be a laugh, because both Daz and Lucid are great fun to hang out with. They're both really funny people, and we're all very different as well. We're all going to be playing quite differently, I think. So it'll be interesting to see the 3 different perspectives and how we kind of approach this game. And doing a comp-stomp's always fun, right? Kicking the AI across the map. There's nothing quite like it. All right, guys, thanks for watching, and I'll see you tomorrow at 10 p.m. GMT. Catch you there.